Hello everyone and welcome to Groovy Duke, your channel for all things groovy-lang. If you find any of these videos useful, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share so that more people can have a groovy day. Today we're talking about regexes. And regexes are kind of like write-only code because it's like you write them and you have no idea what the heck they say because they're very symbol-y and kind of dense and hard to read. But they can also be very powerful. So, if you can get over the hump and figure out how to read them, they can be useful in certain instances. So I'm going to be going through some various examples. So I'll take myself off the screen, go down to our console, and I'm going to copy over some Java-like code to start. And after, we're going to see how this becomes a little bit easier to use within Groovy. But to start off, I have a regex, and within Java, when you have a backslash, you have to escape it. So you have to do the double escape to escape not only the backslash, but the backslash for the escaping the dot within the regex. So that's always fun. Then we have a couple of strings, one with a dot and one without a dot, just to test this code. And what we have to do is we have to do a pattern.compile the regex. So we're compiling that pattern, and then we're doing that pattern.matcher, with the text and a dot find. And when I run this, you'll see that the first thing comes back true and the second comes back false because the first one has a dot, the second one doesn't. But this is a very verbose way of doing things. And what I'll show you in Groovy is how you can make it a little less verbose. But let's go through the rest of the examples here just kind of quickly. I have some text here with prefix and postfix just to test various examples. And I have various patterns, one testing if it has both the prefix and the postfix, if it has just the postfix or just the prefix, yada yada yada. Bunch of matchers and finds, and you can get all of the trues and falses for these different blocks. So you can go through those, if you want to, but that's, it's basically the same idea as the first one. It's a little verbose. So let's jump over to the Groovy code, and we'll show you how we can make things a little bit better. So first thing is Groovy has this thing called slashy strings, and this allows you to essentially do regex like strings without having to do extra escaping. So I have a forward slash here and a forward slash here, and this is my regex right here. And I have a tilde in front of it, which makes it a pattern. So very important. So, basically I don't have to do all the stuff with compiling the pattern and stuff like that. So then I have my two strings, and then I can use equals tilde with the regex and do the dot find on it. And, that'll give me the same as what I had before with the true for the first one and false for the other one. This is still a little bit verbose, but we can actually make it a little bit better. So I have the same setup with all the prefixes and, the same regexes, here, which you can see me using the slashy strings, and it's just, more or less, straight regexes that you would have. But with here, I'm using the equals equals tilde operator, which means I don't have to go through and do the false. I don't have to do the matcher. So, it gets a lot cleaner, and you can use these regexes very easily, a lot less verbose than what you'd have to do in Java. And this is just, more of the same of all of those different variations that, you can test for, if it has a prefix or postfix and all that. Another thing that you can do is within a switch statement, you can also use regexes as in the case statements. And if you check here, let's see, this has post, so I used the test has post string, and it came out to print line has post. So that's something else that you can use when you're playing around with regexes. So, very powerful, but, I would use only when necessary because, as you can see with the regexes, they can become, somewhat hard to read. These are very simple examples, but I've seen ones that, could span a whole line, and it's like, good luck. Don't ever use a regex to actually check to see if an email is valid, because it will be wrong. Uh, just a heads up. So that's all I have for you today. And as always, have a groovy one.